Good morning. I hope you are having a fabulous start to your week. Today is going to be a little bit different. I may do a reading in here, um, but I was drawn. I was channeling animals for the past day and a half. Um, the big thing is, well, all right, let me start off this way. Today is Tuesday. It's the day of Mars. It's the day of action, passion, and assertiveness. The main color of Mars is red, which is your root chakra for your grounding, keeping you balanced, keeping your chakras aligned. So it's good to do your grounding. There's also orange, which is your sacral chakra, and pink, which is your part of your heart chakra. That helps bring your fiery and energetic assertiveness more out. That is confirmation. All right, so like I said, today's gonna be a little bit different. I know everybody comes on to get their, hear the tarot or whatever the word or whatever it is for the day, but I have been called to bring forth the message about animals. I have been, well, yesterday I was channeling a lot of different pets, a lot of different animals that don't get baths. I know this is like, well, this is weird. So if you don't have any animals, just go to the next video. Go to a, just move on. Um, what I was getting was that, humans, as us humans, as owners of animals, y'all take the time to brush your teeth, go to the dentist, go to doctor's appointments. You go and get your hair done, colored, cut, whatever. Um, you know, you're making sure that you're doing the best for you that you can. And it is appreciative that you have adopted animals, whether they be cats, dogs, or birds, or, any various type of animal, farm animals, or whatever. Um, but the main premise for them when they were coming through is that they need baths. They need to go and see a dentist, get their teeth cleaned. They need to go and get their regular checkups, their wellness exams. Um, I am just, I don't know. I'm just flabbergasted that there are humans out there that take the time to better themselves, to get themselves clean, do their hair, wash themselves, go to the dentist, and yet you don't do it for your animal. Some a, an animal, a cat, a dog, a bird, whatever, that you decided to bring into your house to treat as family. If you have kids, do they go to the doctor? Do you take them to the dentist? Do you wash them, bathe them? Do you do their hair? I would hope so. Why not give the same to your animal? They have health needs. They need to get baths. They need to get their teeth done, dental appointments to get them brushed. You know, animals cost money. So do kids. So do you. But if you're going to take the time and the energy and the effort to get an animal, to get a pet, to get a new loved one to add to your family, take care of it. Dogs, depends on the breed, the coat type, and the lifestyle of the animal. Now, if they're outside every day, all day, 24/7, one thing, shame on you. Shame on you. Would you stay outside 24/7? Would you keep your kid outside 24/7? But yet you're going to leave an animal out there 24/7 in this god awful heat, in the rain, in the cold, and not giving a fuck. How selfish are you People are like, well, I use them for protection. Well, how the fuck, and I'm not excusing my language, how the fuck are you expecting an animal to protect you when they're outside in a kennel? They can bark. How are they protecting you? Are they in your house? Are they going to attack somebody when they come through the door? No, they're about 10 to 20 feet away from your house in a fenced-in cage. How the fuck are they, how are they protecting you? How are they protecting your property? They're not. You're making an excuse to hold something captive and not treat it with respect and dignity like you expect. Need to get your priorities straight. If you can't take care of an animal like you would take care of yourself and or a child, then you need not to be getting an animal. You need not be putting all that time and energy and just fucking up a life. It's the truth. It's the facts. I was led to talk about this because there must be people out there who just don't give a shit about their animals. Now for dogs, depending on the breed, the coat type, the lifestyle, whether they're in the house, whether they're outside of the house, the coat, if it's long, if it's short, if they've, it all really depends on the breed. And that's where you come in. That's where you do your research. That's where you say, okay, this is the kind of dog or cat I'm getting, and this is the lifestyle. These are the genetics. These are the issues that they might get, the probability because of X, Y, and Z. Now this is what you need to do. Just like you do for yourself, just like you do for a child. Dogs should get a bath at least every 3 to 6 months. Once every 3 to 6 months. Like I said, but it depends on the coat, the breed type, and their lifestyle. If they're itching a lot, if this excessive itching, they need a bath. They need a bath. Are you cleaning their ears? Are you making sure their ears are clean, that they're not getting too oily? There's not wax buildup. Are you getting checkups done for them? Are you checking their ears? Are they digging in their ears a lot? Is it a yeast buildup? Do they need to go see the vet to get that taken care of? What things need to change? And what is your responsibility? And what do you need to do to make their life more comfortable? You brought them into your family. Treat them like family. If they have excessive scratching, if they have visible dirt, or if they have that doggy smell, it is time for a bath. Help them. They can't wash themselves like you can wash yourself. Yeah, they might lick and clean their privates, but that's it. Help your animal. Give them a comfortable life like you're giving yourself. Cats, generally once every 3 to 6 months. Now that is if they are indoor cats only. And I pray to God, if you've got cats that are outside, I hope to God that you're keeping them protected. I hope you're giving them medication needed for fleas and ticks, for parasites, so they don't get feline leukemia. You're keeping them updated on their shots, their vaccinations. That's huge. Same thing with dogs. Keep them up on their vaccinations and their wellness checks. But cats are the ones that generally need their vaccinations, and it's for a reason. They are too susceptible to diseases. There's a lot of feral cats out there that will, if your cat's an outdoor cat and they come across a feral cat, whether they get scratched, whether there's a fight, whether it's just amicable, the feral cat's got issues. It's got diseases. It's going to transfer it to your cat. Unless you keep your cat protected. If they are outside, if they're an outside cat, generally they need to get a bath about every 4 to 6 weeks. So that's every 1 to every 1.5 months. Keep their nails trim. Don't declaw your cats, people. Don't declaw those cats. That's their defense. I don't care if it's an indoor cat. Don't declaw them. You want your nails taken out? Do you want all your nails removed? Don't remove them from an animal. That's their defense. That's their protection. They need them just as you need yours. Don't remove them. It's very painful. And how are they going to defend themselves? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. If it's outdoor cat, they say at least once per week. If it's an outdoor cat. If it's an outdoor dog, probably the same. All that dirt build up, fleas, ticks. They can get mange. You don't want that. Anything else about dogs and cats? Treat them how you want to be treated. You want love? You got an animal? Give them love. You take baths, you shower. I know I'm repeating myself, but obviously it must need to be said. Because we got some crazy effed up people out here who think that an animal is like an accessory. Oh, I'll just bring it everywhere I go. Let me put it in my purse. Let me bring it to a restaurant. Really? Are they going to sit at the table with you, eat with a fork and a knife and a spoon? Shut up. Play with your animal. They don't need to go to the store with you. They don't need to go. If you want to take them for rides, that's great. They love going for rides. I ain't going to bash that. Take them down to the lake, the water, let them run around the water, the dogs. Go outside, play with them. Throw the ball. Practice catching, fetching, chase. They need exercise. Walk them. Cats need to play too. They need that mental stimulation. We all need stimulation, mentally, physically, emotionally. So do animals. Remember that. So, even if they say, nope, not today because they don't want a bath, too bad. They need one. You need to give them one. You need to love, support, protect, nourish, cherish, treat them as though you would want to be treated. If you don't want to be ignored, don't ignore them. You know? You got them for a reason. Hopefully it's just not for a trophy. You're actually going to treat them with respect and dignity. They have feelings, they have souls, just like we do. They deserve the best, just like we do. So remember that. Next time you want to bring an animal in, make sure you're doing your research. Make sure you understand the commitment and the things that you need to do. They need to play. They need their exercise. They need their baths. They need their dental work. They need their vaccines. They need to go see doctors to get checkups, wellness exams. They also need you to tell them what is happening before it's happening. Thank you, Spirit. So if you plan on taking your dog or your cat somewhere and say, hey, we're going to go to the vet today. And it might not be a great experience, but I just want to let you know we're going to go to the vet. You're going to have your checkup. They might be doing a little poking and prodding, but I don't want you to get scared. I'm going to be right there with you. You know, if you're a little nervous, that's fine. I will pet you. I will hold your paw. Explain to them the process of what's going to happen. Let them know. Don't just dump them in a car and say, like, here we go. That's why some dogs will start shaking when they get to a vet's office, or cats get super skittish and, just cower because you're not talking to them. You're not explaining to them what is happening, because they do understand. They do know. They feel your feelings. They feel your frequency. They feel your vibrations. And they do understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Just because you don't understand them and the way that they talk to you doesn't mean that they don't comprehend and understand you, because they do. Explain to them what is happening, what is going on. If you were just going for a ride just to go bye-bye, if your dog, you're going for a ride, go bye-bye. And you say, that's it, we're just going to drive around for a little bit. then you do just that. If you're going to stop, say, hey, you know what? We got to make a quick stop at the store. You know, you put your windows down a little bit so the dog's got air. You keep the car running, keep the air conditioning going, lock it so nobody can steal your animal. And you go get it, you come back. But if you're going to go out, do something with your dog or cat, because some people do take their cats out on walks. I have seen that. Not here where I live, but I have seen that in another state that I lived in. Just let your cats and dogs know if they're going to a vet to get dental or just whatever you're doing. Let them know. Prepare them. Mentally prepare them like you mentally prepare yourself. And I hope that you like when you mentally prepare your child, if you have any. Or maybe your animals are your children. Treat them like human children. You just do. We're all souls, creations of the heavenly. All right? Depends on who you believe in and who you give your prayers and your gratitude and your blessings to. I believe in all gods and deities. All gods and deities make this happen. Make the world happen. There's only one source, but there's so many gods and goddesses. There really are. So that is what I'm going to say about animals. Listen to them. Right, girl? So you gotta listen to the animals, right? So she just had her bath today, and she smells and feels fabulous, and she loves it. Yes, she does. Yes, because she's a good girl. So, yeah, take care of your animals. Yeah, look at, I'm super comfy today. I've got my clouds on. Nope, not today. Oh, that was the other thing. Thank you, Spirit, for letting me point that out, because I'm super comfy, super cozy. You don't always have to be dressed to the 9s and 10s. Give yourself a break. Take time to relax. Take time to smell the flowers. Take time to just do nothing if you don't want to do anything. Allow yourself to just be. Okay? Allow yourself to just be. I am not sure. I thought I had an animal deck. You know what? I'm going to have to look for one. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a cat and dog tarot deck or an animal tarot deck. Huh. I'm going to have to look into that. That's interesting. Other than that, how is your Tuesday going? You know, today is a Mars Day. I felt very assertive when I was telling you guys about cats and about pets. You know, and birds, if you got any pet birds, they love baths, you know. Some birds typically should get a bath at least once per week. And you can introduce it to them more than once per week, because like I said, depends on the breed. There are some birds that love daily baths. It helps with the dirt and dander. And that's the main premise for cats and dogs. You know, they do get dander buildup, just like when our skin sheds, you know, and you take a bath and you're sloughing off your dead skin cells. That's the same thing for cats and dogs. Problem is it just accumulates because they don't have the ability to brush themselves. So I hope you're brushing your animals to get that oil distributed through the fur, just like when you brush your hair, the oil distributes from the root all the way to the ends. Just as you groom and take care of yourself, you got to do the same thing for your pets. So just please pay attention, confirmation, and know that needs to happen. Okay? All right. Let's see if my beautiful goddess Isis has anything to say today. If she would like to just say, oh, she's got some stuff to say. Oh, yeah. She's like, yeah, I got some things to say. Anything else? Like I said, it was mostly the premise for cats and dogs. I'm just going to do this one. See what she's saying here. And then probably call it a day. Probably call it a day. Holy Spirit, anything else? All right. All right, let's see what we say. Let's see what she is saying. Isis, beautiful goddess. All right, the first card is Magic and Ritual. Opening yourself up. Affecting the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. That's actually really pretty beautiful. Considering today is Tuesday, the day of Mars, where you're being more assertive. Yeah, being more assertive, taking more action, and having more passion. Today is a good day to put into action what you've been doing. Scales of balance. Balancing, give and take, directing and flowing, play, and solitude are ways to heal the relationship between the inner masculine and the feminine energies. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy, as it holds the secrets to divine feminine wisdom. So dance, sing, and play. Learning to balance out what you're bringing in and what you're putting out. What you're bringing into your inner world and what you're expelling on the outer world. Knowing that you can balance things with precision, with time, with unwavering, unflinching lots of energy, unwavering, unflinching energy. The divine destiny, the divine warrior is within you, helping you continue with a worthy path even during those of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. I really appreciate this because even though, I wasn't going to do any reading or giving this information out, my main message was about animals. That it doesn't matter what your job, what your mission, what your purpose is in life, is just keep speaking your truth, be honest with who you are, and put out there what needs to be put out there. Animals need to be taken care of. So I'm putting that out there. And I hope it's going to be receptive. Keep being the true warrior. Keep sticking up for yourself, for the beliefs. Keep sticking up for other people, animals. Keep sticking up. Be the voice, be the power, be the strength for those who don't have it. Be the power and be the strength for children. Be the voice when they're not heard. Be the ears to listen when they need a shoulder to cry on. Be that warrior that gives, that protects, that helps heal. Be that divine warrior that is meant to triumph, that is meant to push through, that is meant to help others and not just yourself. Here we have a doorway. Here you're entering a chamber, the chamber of healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should. Expect your miracle. When you enter the door to this realm, to my readings, you're going to leave with some form of healing. Whether it's a chakra opening, whether it's the calming, the peace that you need to feel within, whatever is missing or needed within you for your inner self, your inner strength, your inner courage, I'm to be bringing that through. This I know. This is part of my purpose, part of my mission, is to help people, help them heal themselves, to help them understand their purpose, to be more creative, to be more grounded and aligned, to bring out the truth and the facts when others hold it back. Truth doesn't break, it liberates. Remember that. When you start speaking your truth, you're going to feel liberated. Don't be afraid to enter that chamber, that door of healing. Don't be afraid to come in here. Don't be afraid of these gifts and abilities that I am sharing and that I'm helping. I'm here for a reason and a purpose. I am working in the gods and goddesses, God, the Lord Jesus, my spirit team, everybody from the galactics. I am here bringing information, bringing awareness, bringing healing. I know my purpose. I know my mission. So it is I'm fulfilling. Don't be afraid to open that door and come in here. Okay? You can like me or hate me. It don't bother me, to be honest. It's no skin off my back. Everybody's allowed their own opinion. That's your opinion. I know my truth, so you have a choice. The next one is Wings of Isis. You have a very special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. Thank you. Amen. We all have a special spiritual relationship with our gods, our goddesses, with whom we give our heart and our soul to, besides ourself, the Almighty, whoever that Almighty is for you, whether it's Isis, whether it's Odin, Osiris, whether it's Shiva, whether it's Ganesha, whether it's Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. There are so many faiths, so many beliefs, whomever you send your words to, your prayers to. If it's gotten you this far, it must be doing something, right? Just don't close your mind off and understand that there are other faiths, that there are other religions, but the gods and goddesses all culminate and come together for a reason. For the people, for the world, for this world and many universes, many other planets, lots of planets, the stars. Speaking of stars, the next time you see a star and it's super bright and it's next to one that's dim, the brighter the star, the longer it's been dead. Did you know that? If it's a very dim star, it hasn't died very long. But if it's a super bright star, it's been dead for a long time. That's crazy. I learned that the other day. I was like, what? Never would have thought about that, but I guess that makes sense. The older you get, the stronger your power gets, the brighter your light shines. Only makes sense to me now. The next card is staying true and being in your power. You are a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are, and live your life as you so choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being, free to be you. Amen. You are free to be you. I'm free to be me, right? And then we just all come together because we all have energy. We all interconnect, intermingle our energies, our frequencies, our vibrations, all mesh together. That is universal energy, cosmic love, cosmic energy. Our energy here on Earth resonates with energy on Mars, Venus, Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. It doesn't matter the planet, all our energies are together. Whether you believe in ETs, UFOs, UAPs, whatever they want to call it nowadays, whether you believe in another life, that's up to you. But I know it exists. I know it exists. And this one says, Ancient Power Mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. Speak your truth. Don't be coming up in a space, going in someone's face, whatever, and not be your true authentic self. Because one, not only are you lying to yourself, but you're lying to everybody that you come across. If you can't be you without trying to pick up somebody else's personality, trying to pick up what somebody else does, just be authentically you. Just be you. Don't be me. Don't be some over there. Don't be that person over there. Be who you are and be happy with who you are. Claim your power. Claim your strength. Claim your individuality. Don't allow people to walk all over you and tell you that you aren't enough, to tell you you aren't pretty enough, you aren't handsome, you aren't this, and this. You know what? Fuck you. That's what I would say. Fuck off. Obviously, you're talking from a low place. You're not pretty, you're not handsome, you're not loved because that's how you feel. Those are your projections. And how dare you tell me how I feel? Are you in my brain? Are you living in my body? Can you read my thoughts? No? And shut up. Don't tell me who I am, what I'm doing. Those are your projections. You don't know me. Don't act like you do. Maybe you need to start speaking out more and telling people that. You don't know me, bitch. Back off. You know? You gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta be powerful. You gotta stand your ground. Don't let people manipulate and walk all over you. Don't let people walk all over you. And if you can't, if you don't swear, that's fine. Just tell them to back off. Say, nope, not accepting that. I reject your version of reality. There you go. You ain't got to swear at nobody. I reject your version of reality. I know what the truth is. You need to go get some. How's that? Go get some truth. Because your reality is skewed. Very skewed. I don't know. Do you have glasses on? Are they a kaleidoscope? Because I'm not really sure what you're looking through. Be true. Be authentic. And call people out. Call people who aren't. Say, I'm sorry. I just can't. Until you want to come to me 100, I will match you 100. You're going to bring that energy over here. You're going to bring 20% and be nasty, be lame. Guess what? I'm going to bring you that same 20% and I'm going to bring it back in your face. I match energy. Do you match energy? I match energy. I can feel vibrations and frequencies, energies before I walk into a room. I can come down somebody's driveway and already get a sense of feeling out how it feels. I know before I walk into somebody's house what I'm about to expect. You had the same ability. You just got to tap into it. Keep being the pillar of light. Keep burning bright. You know what part of your spiritual destiny is, what your role is in this life. All I can say is just keep growing, keep striving. Allow yourself to be. Don't try to be someone else. Don't compare yourself to other people. Thank you, Spirit. Someone just said that. Don't compare yourself to other people. If you were meant to be those people, don't you think you would be that person? If you were meant to look like that person, don't you think you'd be their twin? Quit having unrealistic expectations of yourself. Be honest and be happy with who you are and what you have. Be happy that you get up and breathe today. Be happy that you get to go to bed. Be happy that you get to eat throughout the day. Be content, be happy, and stay powerful. Stay grounded, stay aligned. Give your gratitude, give your blessings. And don't live outside your means. Be victorious. Be strong in your pursuit. Don't be afraid of the doorways that are in front of you. Go through the doorways. You just don't know. It could be something expansive. It could be something healing. It could be a gift of power. It could be you finding out more about yourself, going more in depth. Don't close those doors. Those are opportunities and chances for you to become more whole. Get out of that circle. Get out of that mundane, that habitual routine. Change up the routine, I'm hearing. Change up the routine. Do something different. Get out of your element. Get out of your mode. Do something different. Change things up. Be confident. That's what I see in this one is like, be confident. Like show off. Like show your stuff off. Be confident. Know the things that you say. Speak your truth. Be truthful. Be factual. Be that grace that you see, that you want to flow through you. Be the love, be the grace, the confidence, the power, the courage, the resilience. Be that beautiful light being that you are meant to be. That you are meant to be. Stay grounded, stay aligned. I think that's it. I think that is it. Don't be afraid to be different. Who wants to be the same as someone else? That's boring. Stand out. Be different. It is. I mean, think about it. How boring. You're like, oh, I want to be like them. Why? That's boring. Be your own unique self. That's why you look the way you do. Find the balance. What's going to keep you on an even keel? Find the balance of your duality. Find the balance in the light and the dark. Balance your masculine and your feminine energies. And trust that you're extraordinary. And trust that will make you more whole. That'll bring that wholeness in. You'll be able to synthesize these energies. Bringing in laughter. Bring laughter into your life, into your situations, your relationships. Just in life in general. Have humor. Quit being so serious. Be childlike. You know, when you find that balance and you incorporate life without it just being work, 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 you know, you add in play, you're balancing your life out the way you're supposed to. You add abundance in so many different ways that you don't even probably comprehend. And it helps purify your soul, helps purify your relationships, the relationship with you that you have with self, and you're able to synthesize the energies and the vibrations around you. And when you're in good mind and good frame, there aren't entanglements. And if an entanglement shows up, you're able to handle it calmly, efficiently. Because you know yourself. You love yourself. Self-love, self-care, people. If you don't know your purpose, you don't know yourself. Learn more about yourself, and then you'll understand what your purpose is, what your mission is. Just because you're on the ground doesn't mean you can't fly, doesn't mean you can't reach new heights, doesn't mean you can't keep climbing and striving to be better, to be more. We all have a purpose in this life. We all have a mission. We all have wings, whether you want to show them or not. You have the ability to transform your life, to transform yourself. You have the ability and the responsibility to create more. Don't complain about something unless you have a solution. Think about it. Think about how many times you might have complained or you heard somebody else going, I wish they would do such and, you know, or like, why is it always this, this, and this? But you got a solution? No, no. Why are you complaining? If you can't make it better, you don't have a solution on how to make this change or make it easier. Why am I listening to you complain about it? There should only be a complaint if you have a valid solution on how to fix it. Other than that, keep your mouth shut. That's my assertiveness. That's my Mars energy coming out today. Just being very assertive, very passionate, and take care of them animals. Take care of your animals now, your pets. What would you want if you were one of them and you're stuck with somebody like yourself? What would you want? Think about that. What would you want? Would you want to be treated the way that they're treated? Like, oh, but I love them. And yeah, do you give them baths? Do you bring them to the vet to get their vaccinations or their checkups? Do you have they had a cleaning, a dental cleaning, and they're how old? Yeah. Rethink your priorities. How much of a good doggy or cat parent are you? Think about it. Just put that in your noggin and think about. All right. That is it. That is Tuesday's Mars assertiveness. Energy is through the roof. It's a passion day. It's an energetic day. It's a nope, not today. And it is just letting my hair confirmation, just letting my hair do what it wants to do day. I'm like, I am not in the mood to blow dry. I'm not in the mood to curl it. I'm taking an off day. I'm allowed, and I'm doing it. Except for I came on here, so it's not truly off, but I cannot not come on here. Especially when I'm given stuff to say. And I have to share it. Right, girl? I gotta share my stuff. Yes, a good girl. I think that is it. Take a squig of water. And keeping that energy flowing. Oh, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Somebody needs to drink their water. Somebody needs to get their tea. Calm themselves down. But water, water, water. Drink, drink, drink. I think that's it. Yep. That is it. So, with that, I'm going to call it a day. I hope you have a great day. The rest of this week, Tuesday, may your energy, your assertiveness, your passion be on point today. Alrighty? Until then, peace, and may God bless you today, tomorrow, and always. Bye-bye.